Hello, I am Furycat, and welcome to episode 2 of our RimWorld Let's Play, our tribal royalty game. So last time we left off, we had managed to secure ourselves a little bit of a shelter here in these abandoned ruins. We were starting to look at getting some of the basics of life underway. So we've done a bit of hunting, we've butchered some meat, and we're starting to plan out what we're going to do for some farming. So let's go ahead and unpause and start to look at what we're doing. So everyone's asleep at the moment, but we can use this time to plan a bit. And we can already see, let's see, we still have plenty of wood, so I think we're good on that count. So that should mean that this stool gets produced once our guys have woken up. So let's have a look at starting to plan out some of our construction over here. Okay. I have increased the UI scale, so hopefully that should be a bit more legible for viewing in 1080p. I'm recording this natively in 4K at the moment. Right, so let's go ahead and get started with some work here. So we're definitely going to want like a storage area for food over here, which will ultimately become a kind of freezer, and we're going to want a kitchen. So let's have a look. We want it to be quite close to our field so that there's minimal time lost in hauling. So let's have a look here. Get our eventual freezer. Make it a decent size here, I think. Just something like that looks good. Now we will later on double wall this to kind of reduce heat loss and so on, but for now, there's probably not a huge amount of points since we can't actually refrigerate anyway until we get access to our electricity and so on. And then we're going to want a kitchen as well. We're going to want to try and arrange sort of airlock system for getting in and out of freezer to kind of limit how much heat gets in once we again are able to refrigerate it. So I'm going to create a little corridor here, and we'll have a door. Let's see, probably, you know what, let's go ahead and make this slightly wider. There we go. Door there. Go ahead and put a door in there, so this door here will have time to close before people go in there. Another door is here, and then we'll have this down here. This can be eventually our nice cozy little kitchen area. Okay, so yeah, that should do to get started. Now, I'm not sure. We can build a fueled stove. What do we need for that? We're going to need a bunch of steel for that, which, well, we do have a bunch of steel, so okay, let's go ahead and pop our stove in here. So we'll put that there. And we'll go ahead and we'll put down a stool for whoever going to be working on that. Yeah, okay, that looks not too bad to be going on with. Actually, I'll tell you what, we could put a butcher table. We could put the butcher table in our airlock here. Might not be a terrible idea. We don't want to put it in the kitchen because it creates a lot of dirt, and if you have a dirty kitchen, that kind of increases your chances of food poisoning from the meals you prepare. So really, we don't want that there. So we'll pop that out there, and we'll give that a little stool. Whoever's working there to sit on as well. Okay, so that should give our builders a little bit of stuff to be going on with. Let's also put down furniture. Yeah, animal sleeping spots. So we want to make sure our beloved pets are sleeping indoors here. Suppose the yak can as well for now. Why not? Okay. Yeah, okay, that's looking good. Let's go ahead and speed time up and wait until our colonists wake up. Get back to work. So worms up and about first and consuming some of our stocks of pemmican. We're going to run out of food here real quick, so we're probably going to want to prioritize getting some more hunting down. So let's have a look and see what can we find to hunt close by. I don't want. Ooh, hello. Wild boars. Do these have a chance? Yeah, these guys have a very small chance that they might decide to seek revenge when we harm them, and there's quite a few of them, so maybe not them. Aha! Alpacas. Now let's go ahead and hunt these alpacas. Yeah, they're all designated for hunting, so hopefully we should see our hunter, which I think was Rogo, wasn't it? Our hunter. No, Galga. Galga's our chosen hunter, so hopefully yeah, there's Galga off hunting alpacas. There you go, he's making progress already. We're starting to clear this area for our fields, that's good, and Beaver and Rogrove are hard at work here getting this prepared. Let's go ahead and hunt this turkey as well. We want to get a good, decent little supply of meat going on. Okay, so you're all hard at work there. Worm is busy studying. What I like to see. Yeah, he's busy researching, and we're making some decent progress on our complex furniture there, so that's good to see. Now the other thing we're going to have to be worried about before too long here is our tribespeople's mood. So in addition to trying to keep everybody alive, you've also got to try and pay attention to everybody's mood and make sure that they remain reasonably happy. So we can have a look under here at needs. We can see what's going on with them. So we can see, obviously they need food, they need rest, they need some way to keep themselves entertained, they're going to need recreation. Now initially they'll just kind of maybe go for a walk or do some cloud gazing or meditating or praying or something like that, but longer term they're going to want more ways to keep themselves entertained. We can see he has very low expectations, which is helpful. We have our initial optimism. This will gradually deteriorate in 6.8 days. He's got a bit minor passion for the work he's doing right now, so he enjoys researching, so he's happy that he's doing it. He's also quite happy to be Chantilly's master. Well, that's nice. Apparently we have a slightly impressive dining room here, so that's good. But things like eating without a table. Well, we have tables here. I guess we need to put some stools around. How warm is it in here? 28 degrees. Okay, that's not too terrible. Oh right. Okay, yeah, we want to go ahead and claim these as ours. These are our tables now. All of this belongs to us. I don't know who it belonged to before, but it's ours now. So yeah, let's go ahead and also, well, let's not queue up any more building just yet. These guys are getting on with what we're doing up here. Definitely want to clear away all of the plant matter inside our building. Not really stuff we want there. So once they're done with this, we'll maybe think about putting some stools in here. Now, obviously this is not ideal initially because we're going to be going quite a long way back and forth. So before long, we're going to want to start thinking about maybe building some bedrooms for our guys to live in. Potentially somewhere kind of back here might not be too bad an idea. Quite close to the kitchen. We can maybe build a dining room for them back here as well. You see Galga's progressing reasonably well with his hunting efforts. Oh yeah, we've already got an alpaca there. That's good. Okay, this is now built, but it needs fueled, which I think Rogrove is on his way to take care of right now. Yep, he sure is. Okay, so this is all coming together nicely, and we're clearing out this area here where we can get our fields down. You're not being terribly accurate there. If we have a look, yeah, see, he has a burning passion for shooting, so he'll be skilling up quite quickly as he goes out hunting. So this is going to be good for us, actually, having Gal going out hunting. He should get his shooting up really quickly. It'll be quite helpful for potentially defending from raiders should any show up. This is another thing we'll have to think about as well, is obviously how we want to start setting up some initial defenses. So, quite a lot for us to be doing here at the moment. You're hauling wood to the stockpile. Okay, that seems reasonable. Who are our constructor? In fact, we only have one constructor, which is Beaver. Everybody else appears to be fairly terrible at constructing, and nobody else really seems terribly interested in doing it. So I guess we'll just leave that to our good friend Beaver here for just now. Perhaps later on we can get somebody skilled up with some basic building tasks, or maybe we'll recruit somebody else who's good at building at some point. Let's see what happens. Oh, it looks like we've gotten some herbal medicine I think that was probably as part of the plant cutting. We get, where are they? Yeah, there we go, there's one. Wild heal root will grow around the place. And when it reaches fully grown, we can harvest it to get some herbal medicine. So, probably going to be one of our primary sources of medicine early on. Definitely rolling food. What about these berry bushes? Let's tell our guys to harvest berries from these bushes. Kind of supplement our diet a little bit of living off the land for just now. There's some more down here. Should maybe keep us going initially, certainly. Let's speed time up just a little bit here. Get our initial round of construction taken care of. I think we're going to want our slaughtered animal stockpile, or rather hunted animal stockpile, to be somewhere over here going forward. Yeah, I suppose we can actually, so we'll put a stockpile in what is going to be our freezer. We don't want to keep rotten food in there, that's certainly true. We'll keep all our kinds of food in there. We don't need any, well, this to be kept in there. This is just our food here. But we could put animal corpses in there, so that's a kind of storage spot for them before we butcher them. Excellent, and this butcher table is ready to go, so we will... Oh, hooray, we've completed research on complex furniture. Excellent. What do we want to research next? What's next on our priority list? Probably stone cutting. Building out of wood, like it's easy to find, but it does have the downside of being very flammable. And particularly attackers or thunderstorms can set things on fire. So let's go ahead and research stone cutting next. And we want to go ahead and tell people to use our butcher table to butcher animals forever. We always want to be butchering our animal. This storage to make our preferred storage, and we can go ahead delete that storage zone there. So hopefully that should move there. We don't need our little butcher spot now either. Starting to move in the right direction here. Now we do have our supplies here of meat, so we can maybe go ahead and get some cooking on the go as well. We want to make simple meals. Probably want to go and do this indefinitely. We want to allow, yeah, it looks like meat. Yeah, we don't want to use insect meat. We don't want to use human meat. We're not cannibals. Vegetarian is fine. Animal products. Yeah, that all looks okay. So we'll go ahead and tell people to cook simple meals. And what we'll actually do is, rather than take it to the stockpile, we'll just tell our cook to drop it on the floor. And that way, as they drop meals, as they cook them, one of our haulers can just come take them away and leave the cook free to just continue working on cooking. Okay, so that's all good, and everybody's headed off to bed after a reasonably productive day. We're starting to make some good progress. So I think the next thing we're probably going to want to look at is starting to construct our living areas over here. So while everybody's sound asleep, let's go ahead and start giving the orders to do that. We haven't had any events yet, which is possibly good or bad, depending. Let's see, so we're going to cut. Let's go ahead and just clear cut these plants. Let's go ahead and haul those stone blocks away. Excellent. Well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and put another zone down. Another little stockpile, just kind of. Just like a little temporary storage area, and we can copy our settings from this one. We can do copy settings, and we can paste the settings onto here, and that way it will be set to store the same things. Because that's basically what we want. We want a nice, convenient stockpile for as we're cutting all these trees down and hauling away these blocks. We don't want to be heading all the way back over here with all the wood and stuff. We just want to put it here. Okay, people are starting to get up. Now I do seem to recall there was one of our guys here. It was a night owl. Yeah, here we go. Scorpion. He prefers to be up during the night and sleep during the day. So he gets his mood bonus for being awake at night and a mood loss being awake during the day. He doesn't like to be awake between 11 hours and 18 hours. So let's go ahead and we should, I believe, be able to change Yes, here we go. This is when they're going to be spending time doing things. Okay, so that was you, Worm, was it? No, our very neurotic, chemically fascinated guy. It's our plant. Oh, okay, it's our plant guy, Scorpion, who needs to be asleep. So we're looking between 11 and 18. So we're going to tell him that he should be asleep between 11 to 18. So there we go. And he can have these areas free to do anything else. Everyone else can continue to sleep at night as normal. Okay, so that should hopefully keep him a little bit happier. Great memory. Loses unused skills at half rate. Oh, that's handy. Although I'm imagining he's going to be putting his planting skills, cooking skills to frequent use as we go forward here. Yeah, there we go. There's Beaver starting to prepare meals for us, and as you see there, Rogrove is just coming and picking them up and hauling through. Beaver's still having to go back through here to get food. So, let's go ahead and create a really small stockpile zone. Create it just here. And let's again copy these settings and paste them in here just for a quick copy, but we'll take out corpses because we don't want to cook from corpses. So that way we should, no, we don't want meals there either because obviously meals should be going back through here. We probably don't want chocolate or hay, kibble, pemmican. Yeah, we want raw food. There we go. So hopefully our haulers will keep this stocked with raw food, especially if we set our priority as, let's go ahead and say it's important that this be stocked. So hopefully our guys, yeah, should come and leave stuff in that stockpile, which he can then just cook from. So that lets our haulers do all the work of taking raw materials out of the fridge and putting them ready to be cooked, and then picking up the cooked meals, putting them back. It lets our cook focus on just churning out meals as fast as he can. Okay. So this area is looking to potentially be getting cleared. So let's go ahead and start planning out what we're going to put back here. Ooh, we have a visitor. Lore Keeper from the Trebo Covenant. Now, if I remember from the setup, these guys are neutral to us. So we want to keep them on our good side. But it looks like she's just visiting. She doesn't really have anything to trade. She's just dropping by to say hello. So. Not terribly useful to us at this time, but you know, not really a hindrance either. Okay, let's go ahead and plan what we're going to do here. So, we're going to want a dining room, and we're going to want easy access into our fridge area here. And again, I think we're going to want a little bit of a corridor just here. And let's have a nice big dining room. We want a reasonably impressive dining room here. Keep our pawns happy. That looks like that's good there. And we'll pop a door just here and just here so they can quickly get into the fridge to get themselves meals. And we'll call that good for today. We can always come back and add another door later if we need to. And then we want to start setting up some bedrooms for our chaps. Research is complete in stone cutting. Wow, we're making some good progress on our research here, so that's excellent. Probably complex clothing, I think, is next, so we can start to make something a bit better at resisting the elements than our tribal wear. So let's go ahead and get that research underway. We can plan out some bedrooms here. So let's see, we probably want our bedrooms to be... let's say 5 by 5. So 5 by 5 bedroom. I want a door, so we'll pop that there. Yeah, I think we can happily settle for a 5 by 5 bedroom, kind of standard bedroom size. So let's build. We're going to want 5 of these because we have 5 tribes people. Guess if we kind of have them come around this way, that will kind of keep everything in a nice little neat L shape here. So let's go 5 there. And that and put some doors in. There we go. How's our wood supply doing? Still got plenty of wood, so I think that should be more than adequate to keep our nascent colony going. We may want to put another... I think we probably want to avoid putting a door to the kitchen from here, just because we don't want to encourage people to track back and forth through the kitchen. Because again, that'll bring a lot of dirt into the kitchen, and we want to try and keep the kitchen as clean as possible. So we don't really want this being like a kind of thoroughfare for people. We only want people going in here because they have business in here. So okay, so that's all underway. Yeah, people hauling wood over. Excellent. Be grabbing meals, and the dogs are grabbing meals. That's... Oh, well, okay. Not ideal, but I suppose we don't really have anything else to be feeding them at the moment, so we'll allow that to stand. We are getting through our meat supply quite rapidly, though, so I think we're probably going to need some more of that. We'll hunt a squirrel. I don't imagine there's a huge amount of eating in a squirrel, but it is right there. Probably better than nothing. Let's see, can we find anything else reasonably nearby to hunt that isn't going to involve the hare? Hunt that. Go down this way. What do we got? There's a hare over there. There's a rat there. Oh, there's a turkey. We'll probably leave the muffalo alone for just now, but we can maybe go ahead and hunt these two ibex. That should get us quite a bit of meat. Oh, they do have a small chance to attack our hunter, but it's only a very small chance, so we'll take a little risk there. Now, are there any more berries we can harvest in the immediate area? Oh yeah, there's like a whole pile of them up here. So let's go ahead and get some harvesting orders here. Get us a few more berries to kind of keep us going. Okay. Alright, well that's just a little past 20 minutes. I'm going to try and keep these episodes to about the 20-minute mark going forward. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode, end that here for just now. As always, if you've been enjoying this, please do hit the like button, and if you want to see more, please go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.